Hey guys, what's up? This is Dan and this is episode 7 of Whitepill.tv. Today we are going to talk about if core shamanism is more life-changing than entheogens like psychedelics, microdosing and ayahuasca or even MDMA. And for me the question so far has been a clear yes. I started with the first course in November and the practice is just so amazing for my life. It's just incredible to explain, and now I'm getting the same effects I used to only get with psychedelics and MDMA and other entheogens with a drumming beat in my headphones, and this is just clearly amazing. How does it work? So basically, core shamanism sets you into an altered state of mind where you can journey to places with representations of your subconscious and other archetypes and real entities of the superconsciousness. And these entities help you with what you want to achieve in your life, with the question you have. Just like with microdosing, you're setting an intention, and with these entities you can discuss, you can then elaborate further, and it is a representation of your senses. They will respond to you with visual, with auditive, with kinesthetic, with smelling, with also with olfactory and gustatory and tasting, and you will get a good response to the question you have. And what's also possible is that you are healing other people with it. And very often when we are having a disease, whether it's a mental or a physical illness, the cause of the disease is actually with spiritual nature. And with an entheogen we can actually be lucky and hit that thing. So for example, there have been trials where psychedelics like psilocybin or LSD have been very positive to help to cure depression, and also MDMA has helped people with PTSD, for example. And these are very important drugs and very important things to go ahead with these things, but the healing is more precise with the journeys, particularly when you are utilizing another shamanic practitioner, so to say. I'm not going to use the word shaman right now. It's because the word shaman is something esoteric, but the core shamanism practices are actually quite scientific in their nature, and do have some kind of foundation that anthropologists have discovered or rediscovered or put in writing what they observed, how native people actually proceeded with their healing ceremonies. And this is the very, very important thing here. This stuff is nothing new. It's been like the oldest spiritual practice available on this planet. It has been it's basically the essence, the common ground of the healing practices of native folks around the world. And only about 10% of these healing practices of natives are utilizing entheogens, and 90% don't even need those. And what they are using is fire, is the drum beat, and singing and dancing in order to achieve the same effects that other cultures can only achieve with psychedelics and entheogens. And this is just groundbreaking. And it shows us that the worldview is changing in the right direction by looking at entheogens now within the past decades for healing. But there's a further step ahead of this where you don't even need the psychedelics anymore. It's like a meta level where you can achieve the same healing just with a drum beat, maybe with another practitioner who has more experience and better connection to his spirits. And it is just an amazing opportunity that is ahead of us, because this practice is coming up and getting known all around the world. And okay, let's say it's getting rediscovered all around the world, because we have had these practices in almost every native culture. And the Vatican tried to eradicate it. Mao tried to eradicate it in China, and the Stalin tried to eradicate it in Eastern Europe. And now we're having this great opportunity to spread this knowledge around the world and achieve a better healing for everyone, because diseases are usually from spiritual nature. And it is a kind of a difficult concept to grasp, particularly when you're coming from a materialistic worldview. But things are opening up. When you're taking already psychedelics, you know that there's something more than just the Newtonian laws of physics around us. And well, that's and I think that this core shamanism that I've been doing for now I'm at the seventh class. I've done 6 weekends so far, and I'm halfway through, because today is the first day of the seventh class. We have been talking about how to journey for ourselves, how to do divination work for ourselves and for others, and it is remarkable how already after the first class these states I could achieve were the same that I could only achieve before through entheogens. And then I did a microdose of a little bit of mushroom microdose, and by utilizing these journey methods, I had a more precise healing journey, because whenever I do the microdoses, I set up an intention to what do I want to achieve, why do I take the microdose. And with the journey method, you're getting a more precise response by asking the spirit of the plant directly, and also your own spirit guides. This might sound very, very esoteric, but I'll get to this at another time. And yeah, what else did we talk about? We did a divination work where you're responding to questions from other people, and you're getting really, really amazing results. For example, like I did divination work for someone, and I saw a caravan, and in the end this guy was sitting in a caravan during the work, and I didn't even realize it. And these kinds of synchronicities come up when you're doing the work correctly. And then there are healings with extraction. You can retrieve a power animal for someone else to give them more power. You can do an extraction on a spiritual intrusion, which is something like a thing that does not belong into someone. And you're taking out things from the spiritual body of a person that don't belong. And last but not least is the soul retrieval part, where you retrieve something that has been lost. You find it again for another person. And this has been such an amazing journey. It's the best thing I have done. I think so far I have been doing this for 4 months, and the cumulative effects are more healing than I have done through 100 cups of ayahuasca in Colombia, and lots of microdosing from mushrooms and LSD, and even MDMA sessions. The healing is much more predictable with shamanic journeys and using core shamanism methods like extraction and soul retrieval and shamanic journeys than with psychedelics, because you can control it much, much better, and the effects are similar. And you're not getting fully overwhelmed in your system. You're still keeping control, which is so much better and so much more beneficial than just getting high on something. And the feelings during journeys are similar to the feeling of being high, but you can control it. It's not overflowing your system. I have been high on journeys. They have made me so happy, and the emotions you're feeling there are even better because they are produced by your own system, and you do not need external drugs to create happiness in yourself when you're doing these methods. And they are going on the cause of the things, not just curing the symptoms. Anyway, this is just so magical, and I'm very, very happy I stumbled upon this. And if you like this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And also under the video there's a link to the opt-in formula on my website. You should register to the email newsletter, and you will get a lot more tips on how you can improve your healing with psychedelics by adding a shamanic journey to it by 10x. And then see you the next time.